that's frustrating that it just completely got rid of my existing stream and ended that one. Which means I'm going to have to go share the new link and everything. Let me work on getting the thumbnail uploaded for it again. And then I got to go share it in a couple places again, obviously. And once that's done, we will start. There we go. So getting there on resharing it. Sorry about the delay, guys. Alright, just double checking to make sure I updated it in every place. Alright, there we are. So, stream is back up and running, and should be all set again. Sorry about the whole kerfuffle, everyone. But yeah, I mean, we should be just about all set. I just gotta go and get it pulled up on my end. Give me one sec. There we go. Awesome. So, let's get to work here in just a split second. I'm gonna adjust the camera slightly. I want to adjust it like this. That should be good. A little more even. Awesome. I'm actually going to raise the camera angle up slightly as well. There we go. So we've got our motherboard set. Now let's get our, so we've got our motherboard in with our memory. Let's get our SSD on it, then we'll put the CPU on and get it all mounted in the case after we get that cooler on. just like the most inopportune moment for Genesis to call me. Because I literally just started the stream less than 3 minutes before. Oh, yeah? Well, hey, congratulations, man. Let's get that CPU installed in the motherboard. As you guys know, judging from the title itself, I'm open to answering a decent number of questions about like my YouTube channel, me, anything along those lines. If you guys have any, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. Oh yeah, this is going to be your build? Stardew Valley and Apex, yeah. That does sound about right. So it's got the Intel Core i7 12700K paired with that AMD Radeon RX 6800. Now that's a graphics card that's really been punching above its weight recently due to its 16 gigabytes of VRAM compared to the equivalent 3070 Ti and 3070 only having 8 gigabytes of VRAM. So basically, if you crank the settings in your games, this will perform a little bit better than something like a 3070 would. Oh, interesting. They changed their packaging ever so slightly. Got us a white cooler with white ARGB fans. Sure, the motherboard's black and the memory doesn't have RGB, but not the end of the world. We've got plenty of RGB on the cooler itself. And that's why I went with an RGB cooler, especially with white with our case that we're going to be putting this in, which is going to be the white Lianli LandCool 2 mesh in the snow colorway. So like it's all completely white. Yeah. It's going to be a great looking build, that's for sure. Is this for 1700? That's for 1200. And then we've got a 750 watt power supply because that's plenty of power for anything like this. Even if you were using like a 4080, 750 watts would most likely be fine. Unless you had like a 13900K or like a 7950X. Basically, unless you have like the absolute flagship parts on either side, you can get by perfectly fine with like a 750 watt power supply. But how's everyone doing today? Just installing these brackets on for the cooler. Good, glad to hear it, Andy. Once I've got this built, I've just got to stress test it, make sure it's all good to go, and then we'll get it packaged up and shipped off to the client. If we do notice any discrepancies while testing and everything, obviously I'd be contacting the client and going through those, but that happens very, very, very infrequently that I haven't really had to do that much. Awesome. Nope, I gotta flip those around. I always do them wrong. So this is the, actually the LTT screwdriver. It's a little on the pricier side, especially once you kit it out with some bits. But very worth it. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know enough about screwdrivers to review one. All I know is that it hasn't failed me and works really well. It's warm here in New England today. So we'll go down to just the undershirt, which is just one of my business shirts. Hi Beebs, how's it going? Let's see. So what is everyone here up to today? We're almost done mounting this cooler. I'm just going to grab the fans that I accidentally threw on the floor. I have today off, which means I work at my computers and YouTube career, which is why I'm streaming to you guys. Come on. Move that out of the way. Spin this around. Yeah, it's all cattywampus. All because of those cables. There we go. Working. Yeah, that sounds about right. Doing store visits, yeah. What, you got more Walmarts to visit, Beebs? Just like buy 3 Pixel Folds. Purchase your sorrow away. I have no enthusiasm for the Pixel Fold. I think it's going to be a huge failure, personally. I think folding phones in general have some significant challenges. Mostly on the durability front. If you guys hear any construction going on outside, they're repaving my road today. Yeah. And Genesis is on their way back with my vehicle from concierge. So I should have my car back here in a bit. Which, once I notice that they've got here, I'm going to leave the stream running. But I'm just going to pop out and grab my car. All that good stuff. They were unable to reproduce the issue where it does not like to charge on level 2 chargers. So I'm going to have to give them more info on how I've produced the issue. And yeah. Yeah. So the flips, I literally see come in almost, probably at least once a week with a broken screen. Broken inner display, just from the screen protector wearing out and separating. Because once that wears out and separates, a lot of people like to pull them off, which never do. But in addition to pulling them off, it's just that it doesn't really work nearly as well once it separates. Living up to the paid Samsung shill title lately, yeah. I actively tell people don't buy them. In all honesty, if you use your phone a ton, don't buy it. If you use your phone a couple times a day, sure. It'll last long enough that you'll want to upgrade by the time it's paid off. Or it'll last long enough that you'll be able to upgrade once it does break. But it's like, it's literally a ticking time bomb, realistically. And yes, I liked my Fold 3 that I had. I literally never used the outside display. So if they just had a phone that size that didn't have an exterior display, I probably would have been perfectly fine being served by that instead. Alright, so this is all set. The motherboard bundle's ready to go. Let's get the case unboxed. Yeah, I mean, I bought it for $777 because I went out and bought a iPhone 11 and then bought it on EPP, and then I sold it last year right after last year right after the Fold 4 came out for $600. That's all I was able to get for it. And like, I mean, yeah, sure, it was used, but it was in pretty good condition. No, it wasn't immaculate, but got the really nice looking Lane Cool 3 mesh here. Sorry, 2 mesh, not 3 mesh. Beebs, this is the same PC case that Aurora has in the Timo Discord. Yeah, no, I could still get like $900 for my whatever it's called, my 14 Pro right now. I don't know if you guys have been, you probably haven't, have heard anything about the drama with Asus recently on AM5, but holy moly. Beebs, don't you have like a 7900 XTX or something? Ooh, that can be rough, yeah. Or are you still on Vega 64? I can't remember if you're still running Vega or if you ended up upgrading. Maybe you got a 6900 XT? I really can't remember. But yeah, bending a pin is no bueno. But welcome everyone to the PCs and EVs live stream. Hope you guys are all having a good day. If you guys have any questions for me, I'm here to answer any question at all regarding like the channel, regarding me, regarding my electric vehicle journey, or regarding any of my computers that I have or that I've built. If you need any computer advice as to what to purchase, anything like that, I'm here to answer. But yeah, it's always rough when you bend pins on a motherboard because sometimes it'll continue working and just be quirky like you're saying where it takes 15 to 20 seconds to post, and sometimes it just won't work at all. It all depends on what pin you bend. Okay, yeah, so you're running 5900X, 6900 XT. I mean, yeah, if you were to send the graphics card to me, if you wanted to continue using that, because obviously that's still a pretty high-end graphics card, I could always just build a new platform around it. wouldn't end up costing you too much. And the other thing I could always do is I can build the platform, send the computer to you, and you just throw your graphics card in there. I'm open to options. But yeah, so like if you wanted to go AM5 or whatever, I can get 7800X 3Ds, I've got 7950X on hand, I've got 7900X, 7700X. I've got most of AM5 on hand. No, the only X3D part that I have is the 7800X 3D. I didn't end up getting any of the higher end ones because they're slower for gaming than the 800X 3D. There we go. Use one of the regular drivers just to get the top motherboard screw in there. Looks wise, so far so good. This thing looks pretty good. I think it's coming out pretty great. I'm gonna come up and clean the camera real quick because I feel like it's a little blurry. I know it's a little jarring when I do that, but I don't know, I feel like that's a lot clearer now, but Beeps, can you let me know if cleaning that actually changed anything or if my brain's just going crazy? Also, you've just been gaming on your Steam Deck because of this? That's a fat L. Not that the Steam Deck's bad to game on, just that it's not as enjoyable as a regular computer. Awesome, so it was worth doing. I'm not insane. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, we've got, what do we got for CPU plugs? 8 plus 4, and then we've got 2 GPU 8 pins, so let's get some graphics card cabling. And then SATA for RGB. Also, it's not that I'm not going insane, it's just that you now have no proof that I'm going insane. So, Beebs, are you just chilling on lunch? Or are you just going between stores at the moment? I just gotta check real quick what battery percentage the phone is. Okay, yeah, we're still at like half battery. We've got plenty. as long as it's not that third party that has the wooden, that has the door that's just wood. No. That's funny that that's where you're going. Also, it's about time for them to have finally fixed it. Gotta plug in all the little fan headers for our 3 front fans. God, this is just such a great case. I love building in the Lane Cool series. Hey, when you get there, don't stop. Just drive through their door so that they can put the wood back up. Genius. There we go. Let's get the USB 3 front panel connector plugged in. And then we'll get the USB-C plugged in, which this board does have, unlike some boards that I use. It's always good to see the USB-C connector on the motherboard. Okay, I've just got HD audio front panel connectors. And then the power supply cables to plug in. Grabbing all the front panel stuff. Let's get that taken care of next. Thankfully, I have the order of this basically memorized, having built probably around 250-ish computers total. Might be more than that, might be less. But it's somewhere in that range. But it's somewhere in that zone. No worries, Andy. I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks to you for the first time in forever. I wasn't alone. That was corny. That was a bad joke. I just need to rotate this around so that I can actually manhandle the 24-pin in. It's always the most annoying one to deal with. There we go. Finally got that in. Sorry, I'm just reopening something over here. Alright. My back's in a little bit of pain, but I'll live. Alright, what the heck? Alright. There we go. Got one CPU 8-pin plugged in. Let's see if I can get another. This one I only have to plug in a 4-pin. Maybe if I take my watch off, it'll be a little easier. It was. It's already done. The watch wasn't actually touching anything. That's the funniest part. It was just a mental obstacle. Alright, so let me get this pushed back in here. Just got the SATA plug for the front RGB fans plugged in. Only thing I've got left to do is the 2 graphics card 8-pin power connectors. And to put the graphics card in. So let me grab those power connectors through first. Then we'll go ahead and install the graphics card itself. Put that back up top. Can put this back on the rear. Alright. So, I just adjusted the audio. That might fix things. We'll see. And now let's work on getting these rear brackets out. Rotate the case so you guys can actually see what I'm doing again. Right now I am simply removing these two brackets, installing this graphics card right in there. And screwing it in. And to think, we've been live 45 minutes and I've gone from no computer being assembled to an assembled computer. Alright, that is now built. I'm going to do the final power on for you guys. The first power on. So you guys can all see what it'll look like. And then I think we're going to wrap up with our stream today. I plan on doing these at least once a week moving forward. Because I always need to build gaming computers realistically. And a lot of times I have the ability to stream while I'm doing them. So I'll try and get a little bit more regular about doing that. Just because it's a good way for me to be able to interact with you guys at least once a week. Would help if I power the power supply on. Look at that. That looks really nice. What do you guys think? I think it looks great, but I'd love to hear from you guys. And just like that, we're just about done. I've just got to get windows on it. And do a little bit of stress testing, and then it's ready to go. I'm going to move this. And all that in significantly less time than I anticipated. Alright guys, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'm gonna head out. Have a good one. Peace.